Fellas, what is going on? Hope you're doing well. It is time for the affordable spring fragrance list of 2024. 10 awesome fragrances that are going to have you smelling amazing this spring. Let's jump into it. If you want to be a part of the fraternity, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button, become a member, and join this beautiful sillage of scent that we're creating all together here, all across the world. Let's start here with the first fragrance. This is Banana Republic Grassland. You guys know I love this icon line, and this is the one that I wear the most often. It's perfect for spring. It's got this green aftershave type smell to it. Get some comparison to green Irish tweed. And the quality here is phenomenal for the price. Pretty much all of these icon line fragrances are. This is the one that I wear the most. I find myself going back to it time and time again. You get that grassy smell that you would assume from the name. You get this minty kind of smell going on, and the bottle color really represents the scent profile that you get really well. This is perfect for the springtime. It's a nice upscale, gentlemanly type fragrance that you can wear every single day, and it's going to have you just smelling great and clean and green for the springtime. Banana Republic Grassland. You guys want to check that one up? You can get it for like $20, $25. It pops up at Ross all the time. It's really a steal at that price. Next one up we have is a true hidden gem. This is Varvatos Nick Jonas Crimson. Red bottle style. They also have a couple of different ones in this line, a silver and a blue, I believe. I think this red one is the best one. It's got this rum accord to it. It's got a really beautiful apple in the opening, and it's an interesting fragrance in the way that it is unique, but it also smells familiar at the same time. So it is a little bit different. It does bring in that rum, that booziness. It does have a bit of sweetness without being overly too sweet. And it's overall just a great fragrance that people don't really seem to mention all that much. Now, when I first sprayed this on, I wasn't really sure how I felt about it. But after giving it a couple more wearings, and I'm actually wearing it today, I really enjoy this fragrance and think it's awesome. And you can get it for under $40. Excellent price. Varvatos is another brand that really provides a lot of quality for the price. So Varvatos in collaboration with Nick Jonas. This is Crimson, a beautiful apple, kind of aromatic, fresh, but also a little bit spicy and boozy type fragrance that kind of stands out without smelling overly different and overly niche. A nice twist on a, I guess, familiar DNA. Next one up we have is from Trussardi. This is called Trussardi Riflesso. Kind of an older style bottle here, and I think it represents the scent profile really well, because if you were to smell this fragrance, you would think that it came out, you know, maybe in the early 2000s or even in the 90s, but this actually came out, I believe, in 2017. However, it does harken back to like a classier style of men's perfumery. This kind of smells like Lanois de L'Homme, but it's like Lanois de L'Homme's dad or something. It's like Lanois de L'Homme grown up. It's not as youthful. It doesn't have cardamom, although you still get that kind of spice that Lanois de L'Homme provides, that sexiness, that same sort of spiciness to it that Lanois de L'Homme has, you're going to find here. Again, you get apple here, you get lavender, and you get some nice aromatics to give it some freshness. Performance is decent on this one. It is one that I find that I have to respray, but the scent is beautiful. This one is one that you could dress up a little bit better than Lanois de L'Homme. So if you like that Lanois de L'Homme scent profile, but you want something that's maybe a little bit classier, a little bit dresses up a little bit easier, but still is in that realm, check out Trussardi Riflesso, a beautiful fragrance for the price. And for fans of Lanois de L'Homme, this one is definitely worth checking out. Next one up we have is one that pretty much everybody has mentioned, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I'd be remiss if I didn't also mention it here. This is Varvatos Artisan Blue. You guys know the deal with this one. It's called blue. It should be called green because there's a lot of greens going on here. Also kind of has this minty freshness to it. It has a little bit more of a like mature feel to it. I think this is more of a fragrance for someone 30 and up. This one, for some reason, I have this image of like a bodybuilder, like a really like burly, like super jacked dude wearing this. So, you know, maybe if you're one of those guys who are just massive guys and you just want a signature scent that's going to represent your body style pretty well, you might want to look into Artisan Blue. It's just got this like masculine, powerful green punch right in your face with this one. a great fragrance, and it's got this cool Pirates of the Caribbean like rope thing, make you feel like you're on a ship or something with this little talisman. Yeah, so it's a good one. Artisan Blue by John Varvatos. Next one up, let's keep it green in scent profile with Lacoste Essential. This one came out in 2004. I think it still smells bomb.com all the way till today. Love rocking this one to the gym. It's got this tomato leaf note that kind of makes it different, sets it apart, gives it a little bit of uniqueness without being hard to wear. It's still watery, it's still fresh, it's still a Lacoste fragrance that you can wear every day, and you can wear it to the gym, running errands, whatever. It's a very casual fragrance, but smells great. Doesn't smell outdated, citrusy fresh, along with green and that nice tomato leaf note, so you change it up a little bit. Lacoste Essential. If you see this one out at Ross, I think you should snag it. I think it is one of the best Lacoste fragrances to this day, and I have quite a few of them. I still find myself going back to this one time and time again. Next one up we have is kind of another throwback, more so even than the Lacoste. This is Tommy. Yes, the original Tommy. Came out in the 90s and surprisingly holds up really well even to today. It's a affordable fougere fragrance. It's a fougere that isn't going to be too complex or too difficult to pull off or too hard to understand. A perfect daytime wear, and the springtime is perfect for Tommy. It's got a really nice freshness. It's got like this white t-shirt vibe, but you can also dress this one up, so it's pretty versatile in that sense. And you can get it for such a great price these days. I see it all the time at Ross. And I think if you are a person that considers yourself a collector or an enthusiast, you got to get your nose on Tommy and at least experience the scent profile. It does have a little bit of like this cactus note that sets it apart. You don't really see cactus too often, so that's an interesting little twist. But if you're out at the rack store or you see Tommy for going for a good deal, you've never smelled it, I think you should at least get your nose on it, see what you think about it. You might find that you really love it. I didn't smell this fragrance until like a year or so ago, maybe less, maybe like actually like 6 months ago, and I fell in love with it. So I was really late to the party, but at least I got into that party eventually because this stuff rocks. It's Tommy. Next one up, we have from the house of Montblanc. This is Montblanc Legend Eau de Parfum. One of my go-tos for affordable fragrances. It always will be, has been. It is just an amazing, amazing value. If you like Legend, the Eau de Toilette, this pretty much takes that DNA and just gives it a little bit more nuance, a little bit more refinement. It is a true Eau de Parfum flanker. It does have that Abercrombie & Fitch fierce scent profile. And as far as that scent profile goes, without going all the way niche to Parfums de Marly Percival, this is going to be your best bet as far as getting close to that fierce scent profile with even a little bit more nuance, a little bit more character, and a little bit more depth. A beautiful fragrance, one that I'll always keep in my collection, God willing. This is just a stunner, a straight stunner. Guys, if you like fierce, if you like Legend, if you like Percival, you got to get Montblanc Legend EDP. It's not that expensive, and it is amazing. All right, next one. Coach Green coming up here. Coach Green. This one, it's kind of generic. It does smell a lot like Luna Rossa Carbon / Sauvage, but more so Luna Rossa Carbon. But the cool thing about this is the kiwi note. It has a really cool little fruity kiwi note in the top, and I don't really have any other fragrance with a kiwi note, so I will give them props. Although this smells pretty generic and a lot like some other fragrances that are out there, they do change it up with that kiwi note. So that alone is pretty much what draws me back to this, and it has this kind of like candied sweetness as well. So it's playful, it's fun, it's more youthful, it's easygoing, and it's modern smelling as well. So kind of Luna Rossa Carbon with some kiwi with Coach Green. I wish the atomizers were a little bit better on these bottles, but I do think they look quite nice. Next one up, also from the house of Montblanc. Haven't talked about this one in a while. It is time to bring it back, show it some love. This is Starwalker Extreme. So this fragrance combines like aquatic freshness, but it also has this like dark powdery dustiness to it. And I love when fragrances, they combine aquatic freshness with like darker nuances, and you can really, you can do it really well or you can do it poorly. And I love the way that it's done here. You get a little bit of the soapiness as well. It's definitely a powdery, fresh fragrance. You get this lavender prominence going on here. It's masculine. It lasts a lot longer than people give it credit for. I get good performance out of this one. And yeah, for the price, it's really stunning, and it's really quite unique for the price as well. I think it's worth a pickup if you see it out there for a good price. Montblanc Starwalker Extreme, powdery fresh, but also aquatic, but also a little bit aromatic and soapy with the lavender. All right, last one up for the affordable spring list of 2024. This is Ed Hardy's Love and Luck. What does this say? Love is a gamble, ain't that true? So this one kind of smells like Millésime Imperial. If you're familiar with that scent profile, it's like that salted watermelon type smell. This one is a little bit fresher, a little bit more ozonic, a little bit more airy, and basically has been a completely forgotten fragrance at this point. The bottle style, you know, kind of looks cheap, but the fragrance itself is really good. And unfortunately, my bottle does not click in there anymore, and that kind of broke, which is a shame. But the fragrance still smells good. I'll give it a couple sprays here just to remind myself. Yep, Millésime Imperial on a budget. So, but also, you know, it's got some soapy freshness too. It's kind of like a little bit. It's not quite as niche as that, but still in that same scent profile. But definitely signature scent worthy and worth a pickup if you don't have Metal Rain, or if you don't have maybe Club de Nuit, Milestone. If you don't have anything in that Millésime Imperial scent profile, this one is worth adding to the collection. It's pretty solid and you can get a lot of use out of it. With Ed Hardy, Love and Luck. That's going to be the last one for today's list. I thank you guys for sticking with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoy my recommendations, do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button and join the best smelling fraternity in the world. Let me know down below what is a spring fragrance that you're looking forward to wearing. I always love to hear what you guys are wearing. You guys have sick taste, and I like to be put onto some good fragrances. So let me know what you guys are going to be wearing this spring. I'd love to hear it. Take care. You know, be well, all the good things, and I'll see you next time on the channel. See you guys. Have a good one.